Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Hello, hello. Hope everybody has had a fabulous weekend, enjoying their Sunday. I know I have had a great weekend, basically trying to hide from the heat. See if we have some decent light. I'm just gonna go over. I'm gonna show off stuff. Hey Hannah, how are you, Miss Hannah? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me, if you can hear me and see me. Let's see, Peggy is watching, Hannah is watching, Miss Natalie, hi Nat. I'm so glad you could jump on. Oh my gosh, you guys, yesterday I had the funniest thing happen. Hannah, no fair, plug in the phone. So yesterday, somebody comes running up to our house, puts something in the mailbox, dings the doorbell like 2 times really quick, and runs off, like literally runs off. Hi, Ruth. So we were like, that was just bizarre. It was not like a typical mail delivery or anything, but I knew they had put something in the mailbox. So I opened the door ever so cautiously, and I had this package, and it's from Megan McCormick. And you guys, I opened this up. I was like, okay, this is going to be ATCs because we're doing the ATC jam. And we have had the craziest thing going on with all of our mail, right? And so the ATC jam is going a lot slower than what we thought it was going to be, especially for just 3 of the swaps that had to do with me and Megan, and I believe Ruth in most of them, in at least 2 of the 3, because the mail just was running so slow. So I just expected this to be ATCs. So I'm opening it up thinking, okay, I got to get to work. I've got to get these done and get them in the mail on Monday because they're already late. They were supposed to be finished and out the door in the mail on Friday. Hi, Heather. Let's see. Hi, Sherry. I think I'm getting everybody. It's just popping up really slow. So if I miss you, I'm so sorry. Tell me that you're watching and I'll say hi when you comment. So anyway, I expect this to be ATC cards for our ATC jam. And I opened it up and there's a little note and it's just a little something just because. So basically it's a little rack, and I laughed so hard because the first thing I pull out is this gorgeousness right here. Mr. Jax Teller. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Joan. So Megan, I think, was one of the people who posted about who wanted to do a swap of Sons of Anarchy. And I replied to the post just with a thing that I love Jax Teller, who's the character on Sons of Anarchy. I'm sure that he has a real name, but for me, he's forever going to be Jax Teller in every movie that he does. But I pulled that out, and I didn't want to do the swap because I didn't have anything Sons of Anarchy that I could do. And she just sent me the cutest stuff. She sent me a mini pocket letter that doesn't want to come out of the package. So here we go. Mini pocket letter. It says, my heart is filled with love for, oh gosh. My heart is filled with love, but it's surrounded by hate. A Jax Teller quote. The Sons of Anarchy intro is Jax is back with the tattoo. And then over here, I love this one. It says, anytime I see a motorcycle, I'm like, Jax, Opie, Chibs. And I just love that. So I went crazy. I was just laughing my head off because this was so great. And there's these fabulous double-sided paper clips. Gemma, get it right. Juice, let's see who's on the other side of that. Mr. Opie, Mr. Happy, he's not so happy. Chibs, Tig, and another tattoo. I just thought this was so funny. So Megan, if you see this, I appreciate you so much for sending this to me. It really brightened my day. It was a good little surprise right there. So I just love getting racks, but that was really, really a funny one. So I wanted to start out with that. And then I went this morning, I needed some more texture paste because I'm doing lots and lots of tags for the tag swap that we have coming up. So I ran over to Tuesday morning because I was going to get a bottle of texture paste. Heidi Swap texture paste. It's $1.99 for the white metallic. I happen to love the white metallic. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go see if they have any more. So they had more. They had one more bottle of white, in which I got, and then I had to get all this other stuff. So I thought, well, I'll just do a little tiny haul for you guys. So here's my little bottle of white. And I decided, well, even though it's a little bit more, I like it enough. I went ahead and got metallic silver and metallic gold because I am using the texture paste. And this is fast for me to use, and it costs a little bit less than my Chalkology paste or my Chalkology inks, which I'm also using in stencils for doing stuff, especially with our new swap that's going on. So I got those. And they had quite a bit of fun Tim Holtz stuff going on. So I got texture fades, got the postcard and the music notes that I do not already have. Paris, it's got the Eiffel Tower and the Paris. I may have this one. I literally do not remember. I just know that at one point I was seeking this one out online and had a bid going that got up to like $15 for it. So when I saw it today for $3.99, I was like, yeah, I'm getting it because I don't remember if I actually ever got it or not. And then I have this one that is like engineering. So you've got blueprints and you've got the cogs and stuff, so I love those. I am a sucker for all things embossing folders. I like to alter paper, so love, love, love that. And then I went ahead and picked this up. I don't usually get stickers, but I went ahead and got the Ideology in silver and gold. It comes with a sheet of black and a sheet of white letters inside of it, and it's got the numbers. And I did that because I wanted the numbers for the tag swap that we're doing for the October daily. So I went ahead and got that. And then this was such a find. I wish that they had more of these. This is the Cling Foam Stamps by Ideology, and it's Tim Holtz, and it's the whole alphabet in that old script calligraphy. I love this. And look at that price, guys, $2.99. It says it's Christmas Alpha. That's the name of this one. I don't know. I just love it. So I had to have that. Had to have that. And then I picked up some Ideology design tape because this reminded me of kind of the rose gold sparkle. Let's see, let's open this up. I felt like that was very almost rose gold. It's a little pinker than that, a little darker, but I really like it. And I love washi tape, so I don't use it enough. I've got to get busy using it more. And then these guys, Halloween die cuts. Love. Oh, Hannah, 3%. No way, man. You're going to have to come back and watch the replay. I was really glad you were going to be able to be in this one. So I got these Halloween die cuts, so they're spiderweb doilies. I was like, that's just too cute. There's 48 of them in there. Love that. Yes, Hannah, you're so fired. I'm with Natalie. You're fired. Why you can't have battery? So let me get these out of the way and get us a little less glare. And whoop, I'm going to set them up on the side. We'll come back and watch the replay, Hannah. So then the other fabulous find that I had to get was the Mambi stickers for the Happy Planner. This was such a deal, $5.99, and then this one is for memory planning, so it's also for the Happy Planner, but it's got a lot of remember important note kind of stuff in it, and it was $5.99. So here, I'll do a quick little flip through. And that's a great price because they're usually $20. They're $19.99, and you can get them on sale for half price. So $10 is pretty regular, but I thought 6. I can't really pass up 6. Anybody in here do happy planning? Those doilies, I know, Hannah, I wish they had more. I went to my little Tuesday morning in my neighborhood, and I'm lucky if they get one of anything in there for their craft stuff. So I may have to hit the bigger Tuesday morning and see if they've got them. So this is all stuff that I did not see in there last week. So it's possible that they had it and just didn't have it out, or they could have gotten a new shipment. So yeah. That one's got a lot in it. And some of them are little, you know, the little dots and stuff. But there's 30 sheets in each one. Let's see what this one is. This one says memory planning. Oh, okay. This is the one that's more about memories. Look at that. Very cute. Ooh, look at those flowers. Love that. Some foil. Some sayings, some inspirational quotes. I love these dots. Look at these dots, Nat. Look at these dots. Oh my goodness. Can you see those cute things with the foil? Love that. Natalie shares my love of polka dots. Look at the polka dot boots. Can you see that they have polka dots? Oh my gosh. That's cute. Some sunglasses. I'm going to call those Kate Spade glasses. Love me some Kate Spade. So yeah, cute stuff. Yes, love the dots, Nat. Love the dots. So yeah, that's my little haul from Tuesday morning. Kind of miniature, but considering that I went after one item, this one item, I guess I should just be thankful that they had that one item, because you know how Tuesday morning is. And of course, they also had pink and aqua blue for the texture paste, but I decided I wasn't going to get that. I was really close to it, but I was like, no, I can color my texture paste if I decide to. And I really like black and white and metallics, so it all has a metallic sheen, so that was pretty easy. But I thought we would play around and make some ATCs. Give me a thumbs up if you wanna see me do some crafting. Y'all can craft along with me. Gonna get a drink while the feed catches up. Thanks, Sherry. All right, so for ATCs, I got three blanks, nothing special. Well, my Tuesday morning has not had texture paste until recently, and when I went in there today, they had a lot from they had some Heidi Swap, they had some art. That's what it says on the label. I want to say it's a Hampton Arts thing. And they had another brand too. And then they had some small bottles that were Bo Bunny. And they were more stencil, but they were also a paste, and it was thick. So you could use it as a texture paste. So what I like to do, I've got recycled chipboard off of crackers, and I use that as my backer for everything. So I have some of those cut, and then I have some 110-pound cardstock in craft and white. And the first thing that I really like to do is put some texture on the back. So I thought, why don't we use one of these new texture fades? So we'll let's use this one, because I know that I don't have this one. I've got musical notes or postcard. Or wait, I also know I don't have this gear one either. So y'all pick. Do you want postcard, musical note, blueprint, or gears? Postcard, musical note, blueprint, or gears? And I guess while I'm at it, do you want to do cardstock, craft cardstock, or do you want to do white? I'll do at least one. We'll see how it goes. We might do more than one, but we'll do at least one. So, okay, Hannah, we'll catch you next time. Charge your phone, girl. Okay, gears. Somebody said gears, so we're gonna do gears. All right, and then do you want to do craft or do you want to do white? White. Sherry is on it. Look at you go. All right, so I have my little texture boutique. I am not working on my desk. I can't film at my desk, which is kind of a pain, but I've got my little texture boutique by Sizzix, and I keep this on my desk because I emboss all the time, and so it stays just to the left of me so that I can emboss anything at any given time. And I'm going to just kind of pick something on here for a random design. All right, so y'all be thinking, because what I'm going to do next after I give this some texture is I'm going to do some ink dragging on it. So give me a color that you want me to do. Chances are whatever color you have that you pick, I have it. Don't be specific like, you know, mermaid tears or something, but, you know, aqua or lavender or blue or black or whatever. So I'm going to give this a little twirl. Knock stuff over, go back for good measure. You don't really have to go backwards, but it's just habit. I'm going to get these texture pastes out of the way for a minute because I'm going to keep knocking them over. Nat! Okay, Nat, what color ink do you want me to do for ink dragging on these gears? We'll let you tell me, since you didn't get a vote on what we were doing on the background design. I hate that it's kicking you off. Can you see that? There we go. Nice impression. Cool gears. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's see, I have a mahogany, I have all different kinds of blues, grays, black, let's see. I need a color. We do old paper. Old paper and frayed burlap are like mystery colors, you know? You don't really know what they are. La 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 la. I always go to the Jeopardy song. We need a theme song. Nat, are you here? Give me a thumbs up. Old paper, says Sherry. Nat, are you back with us, or did we lose you again? All right, so we're just going to do some very basic ink dragging over the top just to catch the design. And I think it needs two colors. So let's go with weathered wood. The not gray, not blue. Weathered wood over the top of that. And then we'll use the old paper on the edges. I think we lost Miss Natalie. And she said, enough of that. It's going to keep kicking me off. Let's see. Let's hit it a couple more places. Nice. Okay, and so then I thought that we would do, over the top of that we would add some texture paste. So I happen to have gears for a stencil also. Do you want to see some gears or bricks for texture paste? Gears or bricks? Gears or bricks? We could definitely do gears. We could just go the whole thing all out gears, and I can do the gears in this metallic gold. So I'll give it a second, see if anybody chimes in, and if not, we'll just go with it. Bricks! All right. Okay, what color should we do the bricks? Should we do it in metallic gold, silver, or black? Ooh, black is going to cover everything up. So let's do either metallic, gold, or silver. Silver, she says. Sherry, you're on it. Thank you for answering. Okay, so I'm just going to do a section of it instead of doing the whole thing. And typically, yep, I've got some tape, so let me grab my tape. I like to tape down, tape down both the paper and the stencil so that we don't have so much moving around when we're using the texture paste. Sherry, do you use texture paste? Is that a normal thing for you, a normal medium? Ooh, silver metallic is really pretty. I'm just going to apply it with the palette knife. Oh my goodness. It's going to be thick in here, guys. I think it's going to be fabulous. Uh-oh. I got over the edge. All right, let it get away from me. That's okay. Use every little bit. New to you. Do you do ATCs? Have you made some ATCs? I like texture. I like texture probably more than the average bear. Mama Bear, that was for you. If you're here, if you're not here, it's still for you. All right, so I didn't do every little bit because we don't want to like completely cover up the design. So I just put the excess right back in the bottle. Usually texture paste that I've worked with has come in a jar. So this bottle thing is very new, but I like it. And it does work to go back in. So that's what I care about. All right, and then we're just going to pick up the stencil and see that we've got some bricks on there. Fantastical. And I'm just going to wipe the excess that got away from me off. And I'm going to come over here on the side with my little palette knife and just kind of smear what's left on my palette knife on there. No big deal. Bam. Now it's going to get loud because I'm going to use my heat gun and actually dry it a little bit. So if you're sensitive to noise, you're not going to like this part, and you might want to turn your volume down for a good 30 seconds. We're not going to dry it to the point of crispy critter. So here we go. I'm going to do the back side also, just because it helps with the paper warping. That this is going to be attached to something else anyway, and I always attach it to, I attach it to a backer whenever I run it through the embossing folder, because the paper, it changes the integrity of the paper, so it becomes really kind of flimsy. Okay, so we've got texture, we've got ink, we've got some texture paste. Now what we need is a design element. So I have buttons, gears, or butterflies. So I've got different kinds of gears, black or white buttons, or a black and white butterfly. I love this interactive business. Let me know which element you want to add to it. Miss Natalie, are you back with us yet? I'm taking, I've got a definition, and I've cut the definition out, and I am inking up the edges of it with frayed burlap, another one of those magic Tim Holtz colors, because it's not brown and it's not gray and it's not green. You would go with a butterfly for contrast. Well, you got it. It's really okay for you to be the only one answering, because sometimes people come on and they're watching but they don't have their volume on because they're doing other stuff. So that is not a problem. All right, let me set those away so that it's not doing too much glare. Let's see. We're going to use Dream. So I'm going to apply my butterfly down here to the bottom and go over so that the wing just kisses the edge, but I'm not going to actually put the wings down, so it's just going to be glued in the middle. So it's lifted off of the page just a little bit. You can see that here. But it's still flat to mail it. It's not like we've popped it up on dots or anything. And then we're going to take art glitter glue and we're going to put a little on the back of our definition and plop the definition on there. Let's see. Let's go. I'm going to say right here. And it just has a little bit of contrast because we did the edges, but it's not, it kind of blends into the background, which is what I want. And now we're going to attach it to the back of our little chipboard. Our recycled cracker box, cereal box, any kind of chipboard you have. And ta-da! That one is done. Actually, I'm going to go around the edges of it again, around the edges of the whole thing again because of attaching it to the chipboard. I don't want that cardboard color to be showing. So the back of it is cardboard, which is great. It gives us a place to write the name, the date, the group, whatever else you're going to put on it. Sherry, send me a PM with your address, because I'm sending this one to you. So PM me with your address so I can get it in the mail to you tomorrow. It's our collaborative effort. Our collaborative ATC. Bam. Did I get the top? Yep. There we go. Okay, let's do another one. I think I want to do musical notes. What did I do with musical notes? I don't know. I hid them from myself. So I'm going to do musical notes. Bam. And this one, what did I do with those? We're going to do on, well, we're going to do this one on white too. Why not? I'm so glad that you learned something. That's very cool. Very cool indeed. All right, so I'm going to grab the Texture Boutique again and send this puppy through. I have a mat on top of my counter that's actually just to reduce the glare for you guys, but the mat moves. So I have to like hold everything really well. All right, Texture Boutique, we're done with that. Done with that. Okay, let's see what color we're going to do this one in. I think this one is going to be for Mama Bear herself. So I'm going to do some pinks on this one. For those of you who don't know, that happens to be Miss Natalie's favorite color, pink. Happens to be my favorite color, pink. I don't know. It's really hard pressed to say that black is not my favorite color, because I would do black. I would do black and white over anything most days. But as far as color itself goes, I really like pink. So there's that, and let's see, what can we put on there today? Let's do some flowers. Yes, yes, let's do some flowers. I have used this stencil so much lately. I'm kind of really loving it. This is Roses, Tim Holtz Roses. So I'm going to turn it upside down. And first I'm going to tape the bottom layer down so that it doesn't move all around on me. And then I'm going to place the edge of this rose where I want it, because I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to try for one area of the rose. And let's see. I'm going to kind of tape off some of the others so that it kind of reminds me, hey, stop, you don't want to do that. And I'm going to wipe off my spatula, my palette knife. Ooh, the texture base dried on there good. Try to get that cleaned off a bit. Actually, I'm going to add a little water. So, luckily, I'm right by the sink. That's easy for me to do. And we're going to go with gold for this one. Because roses are gold, right? In Tim Holtz world, roses are any color you want them to be. That's kind of the creative world that we live in. Just do your thing. You do you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Leaf. Leaf. Edge of the rose. And this gives it a lot of dimension. And then there's this tiny little, it almost looks like a dogwood flower. I want to get that one too. It's definitely not a rose, but it's really, really cute as part of this design. All right, the excess is going right back in the bottle. Tap it down so that I have room to put it back in. Bam. And pull that up. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, here we go. We're going to have the loud heat gun going again. So if you're sensitive, give it about 30 seconds of the volume turned down. All right. Now let's see. This one, I've got some little flowers, some Recollection mini flowers that are very, very, very glittery. Oh, it does not pick up that glitter at all. Well, sugar. It looks like it's covered in sugar. So we're going to use a little bit of those. And they have plain ones as well. So I'm going to do a plain one and a glittered one. And I think we're going to actually put those on with a brad. Let me grab my little brads over here. Jump in this box. Except, you know what? I'm not going to do a brad because I don't have my hole punch over here. And I wouldn't want it to take up that much room on the back. So we're not going to do that. Let's see. What else can we do? What else can we do? I don't know. I'm liking these two little sugar flowers. Oh, I know what we can do. We're going to spray the whole thing with gold. Yes, I've got some gold shimmer mist. This is my own shimmer mist, but you can buy it by Tattered Angels. Bo Bunny has a great one that is a gold shimmer as well. This one is my own creation, so I'm just going to give it a couple spritz. Just enough that it's going to react a little with that ink, the Distress ink, but it's also going to give the whole thing a shimmer, because who doesn't need some shimmer? Okay, we're going to hit it with the heat gun again, so here comes the noise. Hi, Angela. Thanks for jumping in. Hope you're having a good evening. Happy fun Sunday. Are you guys all creating stuff today? Hope somebody got to create things today. I'm always having a better day when I get to create something. Always, always. Okay, let me look at my little definitions over here and see which one we're going to use. I've got the perfect one. Perfect one. Okay. Let me get my pink out again. Actually, we're going to go ahead and attach this to the back because you can see from having it spritzed, it definitely is warping the paper a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and attach it to the back with our glitter glue, and that'll help it just to smooth back down. Just on my recycled chipboard, no big deal. Whoop, flipping it all around. Art glitter glue is going to catch that really, really quickly and help keep it flattened back out. If you're not using art glitter glue, I'm telling you, if you get the chance, you need to try it. You will like it. I don't know anybody who has tried it that doesn't like it, and I was an ATG user. I was not a liquid glue user at all, and I go for this over my ATG all the time. It's great stuff. And look at my cute bottle topper. That was from Miss Mama Bear herself, Natalie. She makes art glitter glue bottle topper stoppers. There you go. Hard for me to say, but I love them. Okay, so we've got our pink ink. We're going to go with picked raspberry, and I'm just going to hit the edges again because I've added the cardboard back, and so I want them to be pink as well. Bam. And I'm going to use Spun Sugar, which is a really light baby pink. And I'm going to go over the edges first of my sentiment, of my definition. And I chose the definition Cherish. It says, to value highly, hold dear, beloved, to feel or show great love, remember or hold in memory in a deep felt way. And that is me. I cherish my Mama Bear. Miss Natalie is one of my best friends, and I cherish her and her friendship and everything that she does for this group. Very much so. So cherish is her word. Hi, Peggy. See, somebody watching but couldn't send messages. I totally understand. Okay, so I'm going to take that art glitter glue again and put our plain flower down first. Right here in the corner. I want it to kind of blend in, which it does. I like things to become part of the background. Some people do stuff where everything is just very stand out in your face, and that's their style, and that's great. That's just not my style, other than I do like contrast on some things. So there's going to be a little contrast here with the gold. Hi, Angela. Ooh, I'm on the big TV. I love it. I love it. Casting is my favorite. Love that. Okay, so then I'm going to go offset to the side and put our little sparkly flower on there. Let's see. Where are we going to put Cherish? Oh, I should have put Cherish down here. Uh-oh. Might be too late. Our glitter glue's fast. Let's see. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Okay, I lifted them. Change of plans. Cherish is going at the bottom. If you work quick, really, really quick. Okay. Cherish is going at the bottom. There we go. Nice. Okay, now these are already glued together. So now I'm going to put a little more glue on them, and we're going to put them up here at the top. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's it. That's what I like. Okay, so we took our base. We embossed it with an embossing folder to give it some texture. We hit that with some ink to make the texture stand out. We used texture paste and a stencil to add a gold rose in here with the little flower. We added a sentiment, or in this case a definition. This one is Cherish, and 2 little embellished flowers. And that one is done. Done, done, done. Pull it up like that. Hey, Ruth. Thanks for joining us. Yay. I'm so happy you guys could jump on this evening. It's fantastic. Okay, so what shall we do next? Shall we do another ATC or shall we do something else? I have another project over here to the side that I can grab. Meanwhile, I'm going to get a drink. wash off the palette knife. And man, that is done. Thanks, Peggy. Just lost my feed real quick. So let me get on here and find you guys. I still have my phone going so I can see when people are hopping on, and I can see different things. I just can't see comments. Y'all have to forgive me. Sometimes Facebook kicks me off. Sometimes it happens. Thank you, Peggy. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to grab another project. So let me set these, let me just let those sit right there. And I have a chalking project that I was going to do that I have ready to go-ish. So we have our vintage truck. If I can pick up the pieces. I have a vintage truck done in coastal blue, which is really kind of like those Tim Holtz colors. It's not blue, it's not gray, we don't know what it is. And then it has white on it, and so this is on a chalkboard already, and it has a board in the back of it, and I have pumpkins to go on top of the board, so really want to do that. Can you use something other than embossing paste to make embossing powder have depth? Embossing paste or paint or texture paste is really the best thing that I can tell you to use. I think that I have published before my recipe for texture paste. I can go and look for that later today and post it if you're interested in making a homemade version. It's made, I know that it has baby powder as a base, but I'm not sure what else. I don't remember what else is in it. I remember the baby powder because it uses a lot of it, but it also smells like baby powder, and I kind of love that. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you want that recipe, and I'll try to look for it later today and get it posted for you. Anyway, so I thought that I would go ahead and add pumpkins to the back of my truck, and the pumpkins actually take two. It's a two-step transfer. So you've got the pumpkins, and then you've got the stems for the pumpkins. So first things first, let me grab a towel so we can fuzz it up. So I have a towel, and we're going to fuzz the adhesive on the back of the transfer, which I've already done that once today. So it's not quite it's not too sticky. And I'm just going to line that up in my truck. Let's see. Try to get it as close to that wood as possible and give it a little press. Those are cute. And let's see, let me grab all my paste that I have for this project. So I'm using orange peel as my color for the pumpkins. They actually have a color called pumpkin spice, but it is more nutmeg in color, so I didn't get it. I decided I was going to go with orange peel for my orange. Now let's have a look at that. Let's see. All right. Yay, it's a good consistency. You want it to be the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. And so I've got a little bit on my squeegee, and we're just going to go right over the top of the pumpkins on the design on the silk screen. These are silk screens instead of stencils, so it does allow just a tiny bit to go through the design. Whereas like we were using stencils earlier and the texture paste like really builds up, this is still primarily flat. It's very, very thin. It's drying on me super fast. super, super fast. I've got the ceiling fan going and I shouldn't. I always forget. But with it being 197 in Texas today, it's kind of hard to not have the fans going. They just go year round, really. Okay. So I'm pulling the excess right off of the stencil with the squeegee and going right back in the jar. And now I'm going to peel that up. And there's my pumpkins. Cute little pumpkins. Okay, so this one is a two-stepper, so I have to dry this, which means we're going to have the heat gun going. So, as usual, if you're sensitive to the noise of the heat gun, please turn your volume down for about 30 seconds. Thanks, Sherry. I think it's cute too. I'm ready for fall. I say that, I'm really not, but I'm ready for fall weather. Okay, now we also have to let the surface come back up to room temperature. So we're just going to look at the truck for a minute. Does anybody have questions while we're waiting? I'm going to get a drink. This is a perfect time for questions if you have any. And it can be about anything you want it to be about. Doesn't have to be about what we're doing. Yeah, this weather has got everybody just, whew. I don't know. Amy said it best. She said, after 4th of July, it's time to decorate for Halloween. We happen to be, Amy and I are Halloween fanatics, and Miss Hannah, and Miss Natalie, and several other people. And I was really surprised. We're doing the October Daily tag swap, which I'm really excited about. But I thought we would have more people wanting to join in. I guess because of it being 31 tags, it's a little intimidating. But I'm doing mine in sets of 5 because I'm going to have 5 partners to mail to. So I'm doing 6 sets of 5 tags, and that way everybody gets a similar tag, but not the same exact one. So. Okay, that has come back up to room temperature, and now the tricky part, I'm going to try to see how to lay this on here in the openings. I haven't done a two-parter that really was over the top like this is. This one is really, really over the top of each other. So give it a little push down there to get the air bubbles out. Actually, I'm going to go over it with the squeegee. And I have my chocolate brown paste. This is a little bit dry, so I'm going to give it a squirt of water with the water bottle. I'm going to do that off camera so that I don't take a chance of getting it on the design itself. And then I'm going to stir that up. Again, I'm looking for the consistency of like yogurt or sour cream. This looks like brownie batter. That's what it reminds me of. The color of chocolate, like brownie batter. I'm kind of loving it. Okay, so we're just going to go and put these brown stems. And it looks like there's some ties on here. Pumpkin stems. I'm sure I probably could have done some things green too, but I thought brown was kind of appropriate. So I'm going to pick up the excess. Just like that, back in the bottle. Get it off my fingers and do the peel back. Oh yeah, that turned out really good. I like it. Let's see if you guys can see that. Let's see if we can see those brown stems. There we go. Fantastic. I love how that turned out. Too cute. Too cute. Do a little cleanup. So that's it for the projects that I had ready to go for tonight. Does anybody have any questions or ideas or something that they would like to see? Because I'm all for let's play, let's do some crafting. Creating makes me happy. I didn't do a stencil. It's one of the Chalk Couture design transfers, Ruth. And it's a two-part that you do the base and then you do the top. So I did the base in coastal blue. It's one of those colors that kind of reminds me of Tim Holtz because it's not gray and it's not blue. And then the top of it I did in white, and it's got a real vintage look to it where it's already distressed. So that was kind of cool. And there's even a camper that you can do that this truck pulls. There's a camper, there's canoe, there's fishing gear, there's all kinds of stuff. And I'm waiting for the Christmas trees to come back out because I'm going to want Christmas trees. But this, the transfer that I got to go with it for the fall has apples and corn and hay bales and the pumpkins. And I just couldn't wait to put the pumpkins in. More ATC. Okay, let's do it. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Let's see. We've used that one. So we haven't used that one or this one. Should we use postcard or... I like postcard. Let's do postcard. Okay. So much for that. Let's do postcard. Let me get all my pieces together again. Set those aside. Let's get the Texture Boutique and let's see, how do we want to do this postcard? I think I want it to be at the top, like so. This one's going to be really different. I love the truck too. The vintage truck is just so popular right now. All right, let's give this guy a whirl through the Texture Boutique so that we can emboss the background of the ATC. La la la. Set that aside. Okay, postcard. And let's go with something blue on this one. How about, let's do, oh, I might be changing my mind. Yep, I'm changing my mind. Let's do some Dusty Concord, some purple. It's going to look almost black. And chipped sapphire blue. Oh yeah, that's cute. And actually, let's use the purple around the edges of this one. Now you can do this with a blending tool. I just do it straight from the pad. Whoop, and I throw it around. That works. That's a real good vintage distress look. I'm kidding. I just go straight from the pad. It's just as easy for me and actually gets less fade around the edges. And I kind of like that. I like it, even though I'm distressing it, I want it to have kind of a clean look, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm also going to grab Mermaid Lagoon. And let's just hit a couple spots with some of that aqua, almost to give it a patina look. Like it's been out in the weather, and some of that old copper might be turning a little bluish on us. Let's see if y'all can see that. Let it focus. There we go. Okay, now what shall we put? What kind of texture should we put on this guy? Do we need texture? Do we need to do texture paste on this one? I've got a different flower, kind of some big ones. What else do I have right at hand? I don't know what we would call this. Let me pull it out of the package. I've got a design. I don't know what to call that design. Do we like this one? Or this one? Or I think we still have gears. Yeah, I don't think the gears go with the postcard so much. Faux flowers. Everything needs flowers. Oh, we need a stamp? Okay. You got it. I have stamps. You want birds or butterflies? Bird or butterfly? And I'm going to do a flower also. A postage stamp? I don't have a postage stamp. Well, I do. I don't have a stamp of it really close by. Okay, flowers and butterflies. You got it. So let me tape this guy down. I'm strategically placing the flowers on there. Oh, my painter's tape is well painted, guys. Well painted. I need to get this one a little more covered up. Go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. And I think we're going to go with white on this one because anything else is going to blend into the background really well. So let's do the metallic white for the flowers so that they will pop on this on the craft cardstock. A little bit more to get this corner. These stencils are actually kind of thick, which is really good when you're using ink to apply it, like with a foam blending tool. My brain just wanted to go on pause there. What is that thing called? Foam blending tool. It's really nice when you're using a foam blending tool, but when you're doing texture paste on them, it takes a lot of paste. That's not a complaint. It's just something you need to be aware of if you're using it. But we buy these supplies to use them, to create our works of art. I got one little hole that doesn't want to fill in. Okay, I'm going to pull that off. Oh my goodness. You can still see the postcards behind the flowers, the inking that we did. All right, here comes the heat gun. Get it on the back as well. Okay, butterfly. Let me see what I have. I have a little butterfly. I think we're going to have to go little on this one. And we're gonna create our own stamp platform. So I don't have my stamp platform over here, so I'm going to take my bigger block and I'm going to lay my card on the bigger block. I'm going to take my stamp and put it on the smaller block, and that's going to give us a nice flat surface in which to stamp with. Of course, it helps if I won't drop it, but it's not inked up yet, so we're good. Okay, I think let's go with, do you want an, what color shall we do? What color butterfly? This butterfly happens to be a houndstooth print butterfly. So it's going to be having some texture inside of it as well. So do we want to use a contrasting color like ripe persimmon, which is kind of a coral color? Do we want to use more of a red color? This is Festive Berries. Festive Berries is also going to be a nice contrast. It's not pink, it's not red, it's somewhere in between. Or do we want to go really, really dark? Coral is the winner. Okay. Here's hoping, guys. I have not stamped over the top of embossing. Like, we've got the embossing already done, and I haven't stamped directly over the top of embossing before. So this could be a hot mess by the time we get done, but we're going for it. Okay, here we go. Give it a good press. Oh yeah, that's cute. And you got to have two butterflies, I think. I think we got to have two. I think this other one is going to be going off the page at the top. He's flying off. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know what? We're going for three. I'm going to have one going off the bottom as well. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right, let's get these set aside so I can clean them up in a minute. And let's get this sucker attached to a backing. Art glitter glue. I'm going to put that on our recycled chipboard. This one came from a cracker box. And get that attached. Uh-oh. Looks like I didn't do a very good job measuring. I'm going to have to trim this one up a little. That's okay. That's what scissors are for. Thanks, Angela. I'm glad you love it. All of my creations are a hot mess. I don't mind that at all. It's part of art, right? Okay, let's edge this guy. Actually, I'm going to edge the cardboard part in the aqua that we use, the Mermaid Lagoon, as even more contrast. the top of the card has been edged in our purple Dusty Concord. So there we have it. Ta-da! Awesome. I hope you guys have had a good time with me tonight as we did some crafting together, making our ATCs and finishing up my lovely pickup truck full of pumpkins. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed it. Hi, Amy. Oh, I'm just fixing to sign off. I'm glad you liked the texture paste. Amy, you'll have to go back and check out our video. I put pumpkins in the back of my vintage truck. Here, let me grab it. Pumpkins. Yay. Yay for pumpkins. I'm glad you could jump on. I'm fixing to sign off for the evening. We've done 3 ATCs. We kind of worked on those together, which is awesome. Thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you could join us this evening. Make sure y'all get me your PM me your address so that I can get that sent over to you. And then I'm going to send one of these off to Miss Natalie, and then the other one maybe it's going to be a surprise. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, guys, I will talk to you soon. Happy crafting.